Welcome back to another episode of Third Coast OBS. The weather has been terrible down here along the Gulf Coast. We've been getting rain every single day, maybe a few breaks in between, but it pops up. My backyard is pretty much flooded. The lightning is in a spot where I can't work on anything, so I'm waiting for a break in the weather. Looks like Wednesday it'll probably dry up a little bit, and I'm hoping to get back into this to get the lightning pulled up front. I did not want to stop giving some weekly updates as far as the truck is going, so I'd like to go over some of the parts that I've ordered that have come in, show you what I've got. Also, real quick, if y'all would do me a favor, check the description below. AggressiveThread.com, it's got some great shirts for Ford, Dodge, Chevy, old school, new school. I think you'll really like it. Has their social media down there. Check it out. I think you might enjoy that. Also, there's some channels I highly recommend. If you do me a favor, they've shown me nothing but support. If you haven't seen them, I think you'll enjoy it. Let's jump into this. We knew when we pulled the core support, those two bushings were bad and rotten. I decided to go ahead and buy the complete kit for the body. We got the cab, the bed, the core support, everything in between. Ordered a complete set that had the hardware as well. I didn't want to be chasing down anything or run into some bolts that are just terrible on there after how many that I've snapped. I didn't trust it. Ended up going with the Energy Suspension brand. Like I said, you're going to get all the hardware with washers, nuts, bolts. I believe these are grade 5 bolts. Instructions to come with it. I decided to go with black. I didn't like that red. It looked a little too orange. I didn't want that sticking out. But these are polyurethane, good. Nothing too crazy. But this will be nice to get on there once I get the truck on the concrete surface to be able to lift it up and change all these out. So getting it from Summit, I believe the price was almost $190. Here's what we went with. That's just the details to it. There's the box. As you can see behind me here, I've also ordered from LMR. LMR, I ordered quite a few things. The air dam, the mounting brackets and bolts for that, tailgate handle, an assortment of underhood bolts, and a Weatherstrip Kit, which to be honest, I didn't remember ordering, but it came in. This air dam, part number LTP-17626A. This was $124. And let me tell y'all, I'm not impressed. I'm actually going to go ahead and send this back. I called the company, talked to them. Even the molding cast was kind of off, and it's just is not a very good, for the price. To me, you should get a lot better quality for $124. And to test this out, I actually bought a similar item from LMC truck that was $34 just to see what it would look like, in all honesty, to compare. I've requested a return for this, but I'm not a fan of this. But I did buy the hardware, which would be these brackets and bolts that would go into each one of these. There is. So there's going to be 8 bolts that's going to go into your bumper. I'm going to keep the kit. I'm going to return this. I wish the camera would give you a little better detail, but it is just, I don't even know if you can paint this. The guy, when I talked to him on the phone, didn't seem to know. I mean, look how the casting is even over here. This is just crooked. I feel like this would snap before I could even get it to mount in there right. Look at the rim here. High spots, low spots. This is not worth it. Guys, I don't know if anybody would be looking for one of these. I would steer clear of this $124 one from LMR. We're going to end up buying a Cervini for $250, and I'm not real happy about it, but I don't like this quality whatsoever. Now in this box, the only box I got from LMR, they kind of, I wasn't real happy with their shipping methods. Let me just put it this way. The Weatherstrip Kit that was $200 is just basically a mishmash of everything put together. I guess obviously you save a little money by ordering it as a kit versus piecing it together. My biggest concern with these, the bottom of the window seals. We got a whole kit for driver and passenger side. Tons of the weather stripping for the doors. More of the weather stripping for the windows, the upper parts. Your little side vents, this whole setup here, you get 2 of these. I don't even know what this is. And then again, this was all thrown in this box along with all of this hardware. I bought an underhood bolt kit just to have backups for the core support. That was mixed in here with this. I wasn't real pleased with how they just packaged it like that. I don't know, maybe there wasn't a better way to do it, but just to have this all loose in that box, I was not a fan of. Each bag will give you at least a reference part number, so you can go back and look to see what they're supposed to be using it for, but we'll make it work. We got a tailgate handle, 17 bucks. We're going back with the black, obviously, made in Taiwan. They have a chrome version, they have the black one. So since LMR has an actual lightning section, it was, you know, pretty much easy to color coordinate because all the trim is supposed to be black on that truck. So that's not bad. That was the LMR purchase. The Weatherstrip Kit, I wish I could break it down a little bit more. I had to actually figure it out. It's like a puzzle, the way everything was just thrown in there. We have not got our shipment yet from LMC. That's going to be, man, my bumper, the impact strips, a tailgate, and a few other pieces. I believe that's going to come Tuesday on a freight truck. The big box behind the LMR box is going to be my core support from, ended up ordering it from partsgeek.com. I went and looked. 10 different sites will sell the same thing. You think you're going to get a good deal on a price. It's all about shipping. This was $108 from Parts Geek, but then they hit you with $65 shipping. So that and after tax, it was like $188. I went and looked at, I forget the other website, same thing. It was $140 for it. The shipping was cheaper and everything ended up to be $192. So you're going to get pretty much the same price on everything. Pulling it out wasn't too bad. I was pretty happy with it. It's not perfect. Nothing aftermarket ever will be. A few little areas we'll probably have to straighten out. Some little kinks to it. It's just these little pinch welds on some of the stuff, but all in all, it's not too bad. Be close enough to match up and put it in there. I'm sure we'll run into problems here and there, but we're going to make it work. Most of the holes line up. There's a few of them here and there that you're probably going to have to wiggle in. This has definitely been kind of bumped out a little bit. So this section, we can bend it back into place wherever. The box itself, replacement parts for a FDS 686Q1, Ford pickup 92 to 97, radiator support, gas. Another high quality product from Taiwan. Now another item I wanted to touch on and try to repair while we're doing this before we go to paint was the door pins. Now my driver's side door has a sag to it, so when I close it, I've noticed on the bottom it's hitting the cab and it's rubbed some paint off. Right now I don't really mind that too much, but once I get a paint job, that's the last thing I want is to actually scuff up and do that right away. So I went on Amazon and ordered this door pin kit. This one is from China. In that kit you'll get 2 pins per door. You have to drill them out, pull them out. I don't know, we're gonna figure it out when I get some time, but you can get your retaining clips in these pins and some sleeves set for each door. I believe this was like $14, $15 off of Amazon. More stuff we've never messed with, but we'll try to learn. The only other things I don't want to go into the LMC stuff because it's not here. My friend who is really helping me with this build, he's found cylinder heads which are out in the shed right now. He's found me some other parts off of Facebook. I don't do Facebook, so he kind of keeps an eye on the marketplace. I guess that's got his pros and cons to dealing with people. But he has found a couple things for me. One of which I don't have here. He has them at his house right now. Some 42-pound Bosch or Ford fuel injectors. He got a really good deal on. And also an MSD Pro Billet distributor we picked up. And I don't know what the normal price is on these. I can't remember off the top of my head. But we picked this thing up for like 125 bucks. It's brand new, so couldn't pass this up. It's really those parts and pieces, things that you're gonna need later on. So when they pop up, you might want to try to get them cheap, save some money in the long run. Again, like I said, he also found the cylinder heads that we definitely saved at least $700 on those. Wasn't thinking I probably should have got those out here, but it's raining. That's pretty much all we've got. Oh, let's put this up. So that's where we're at for right now. Not quite the most entertaining video, but at least you see what we do have. Wednesday will be the day that we can get the truck pulled out front, motor completely finally taken out, and core support at least try to get reinstalled. We'll be making videos over all that. We got some more cool stuff coming as soon as the weather breaks. If you stuck me to the end of this one, guys, I do appreciate it. And as always, I'll catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.